Mark had always trusted Rachel completely. They had built a life together over the past 5 years, filled with laughter, shared dreams, and cozy evenings on the couch. But lately, a gnawing unease had settled in his gut. Rachel had been coming home later from work, her phone buzzing with notifications that she often dismissed with a smile and a quick "it's nothing." Each time, Mark felt a little piece of his trust erode. One Thursday evening, Mark returned home early, excited to surprise Rachel with dinner. The apartment smelled delicious, and he felt a flicker of hope that maybe they could reconnect. But as they sat down to eat, he noticed her distracted demeanor, her eyes flickering to her phone more than once. When she excused herself to take a call in another room, Mark's heart raced with suspicion. He decided to take a peek at her phone, a decision that would unravel everything. Rachel's phone lay on the counter, unlocked. His fingers trembled as he opened her messaging app. A chat with a contact named Jake immediately caught his eye. The messages were filled with flirty banter and inside jokes, all laced with an intimacy that felt foreign to him. Mark's stomach twisted. He read through their exchanges, feeling the anger and betrayal rising within him. "Can't wait to see you again," one message read, sending a jolt through him. It was a punch to the gut, and he realized that this was more than just friendly banter. When Rachel returned, he was already standing in the kitchen, her phone in hand. The color drained from her face as she approached. "Mark, what are you doing?" she asked, her voice trembling. "I can explain," she started, but he cut her off, his heart racing. "Explain what? This?" He held up her phone, feeling the weight of the words unspoken. Rachel's expression shifted from surprise to guilt, and for a moment, he could see the fear in her eyes. "It's not what you think," she pleaded, her voice rising. "Jake is just a coworker. We were joking around." But Mark felt the words like daggers. "Joking around? You're texting him like you're in a relationship. What is this?" He felt betrayed, confused, and hurt all at once. The woman he thought he knew was slipping away, replaced by someone who had hidden their true self. As they stood there, silence filled the space between them. Mark needed the truth. The raw honesty he felt had been stripped away. "Have you cheated on me?" he demanded, the question hanging heavy in the air. Rachel's silence spoke volumes. Tears began to stream down her cheeks, but Mark felt no sympathy. The weight of her betrayal pressed down on him, suffocating him. "I didn't mean for it to happen," she finally whispered, her voice breaking. "It was a mistake." "A mistake?" Mark's heart shattered as the reality of her words sank in. "You think that's an excuse? You think that makes it better?" The anger inside him boiled over, consuming every rational thought. He had trusted her, and she had broken that trust in the most painful way possible. The life they had built together felt like ashes around him. "I'm so sorry," she cried, stepping closer, desperate for connection. But Mark couldn't move. "I need time," he said, his voice steady yet filled with pain. He turned away, grabbing his jacket and heading for the door. Rachel's cries echoed behind him, but he couldn't look back. The image of her laughing with another man, their intimate conversations, burned in his mind. As he stepped outside, the cool night air hit him like a wave of clarity. He climbed into his car and drove aimlessly through the streets, memories flashing before his eyes like a montage of everything they once were. He felt hollow, the weight of betrayal heavy in his chest. Mark knew he had to confront his feelings and make a decision. Forgiveness felt impossible, but the idea of letting go was equally daunting. In the quiet of the night, he parked in a secluded spot, his heart racing as he battled with the reality of what had happened. Mark realized he could no longer let Rachel's betrayal define him. The road ahead would be painful, but it was a road he had to walk alone. With a deep breath, he accepted that it was time to reclaim his life, one step at a time, and find a way to heal from the wounds she had inflicted.